Hey everyone, in today's countdown video, we'll be counting the seconds until Pokémon Sun and Moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? This was a bad idea. Let's just talk about which Pokémon we want to evolve instead. While it does seem as though Game Freak is trying to replace new normal evolutions for past generation Pokémon with Mega Evolutions instead, seeing Sylveon in X and Y gives me hope that they might start continuing cool evolution lines. I've always loved seeing Pokémon that look like they should have a little more to their design receive a completely new evolution, and so I thought we'd look at the ones that could possibly receive a new form in the next games. These are just some of the Pokémon that I hope to see evolve in Sun and Moon so they can really come into their own powerful selves, instead of just temporarily with a Mega Evolution. So I welcome you all to my top 10 Pokémon that kinda look like they should evolve, so I'm arranging them into a list so you can be like, wow, they should evolve, or wow, maybe they shouldn't. But I still like this video because he's addressing me right now. That's not gonna fit in the title, is it? Number 10, Heliolisk. Well, I think Heliolisk should be higher up on this list. The fact that he evolves by Sunstone makes it somewhat unlikely he will receive another evolution. However, Porygon was the first Pokemon to evolve by trade twice, so maybe they'll make it so Heliolisk is the first Pokemon to evolve one more time after he already evolved by Stone. Every time I look at Heliolisk, I just think, so, when's he gonna evolve? He just has that middle evolution Pokemon look. Like Charmeleon, or Charmeleon, or even Charmeleon. He looks like Charmeleon, alright, that's what I'm trying to get at. Heliolisk is in the Dragon Egg group, which means he could evolve into the first electric dragon that actually looks and feels like an electric dragon. Sorry, Mega Ampharos and Zekrom, you don't look electric, and seriously, hair does not make you a dragon type. Regardless, I think we could do away with the random normal typing on Heliolisk, as it doesn't really provide much design or typing-wise, and upgrade it into a powerful and actually well-designed electric dragon. Or ground, because he's in the ground too. You know what? That's okay too. Maybe he can evolve by studying in a dragon school, and can appear in the next How to Train Your Dragon. Or if we're going with the ground typing, he can appear in Holes with Shia LaBeouf. Number 5. That's not 5, that's 9. That is a 9. Number 9. Hypno. Hypno is one of those Pokemon from Generation 1 that was a pretty decent and nicely designed Pokemon, but didn't have that extra stage to push him into stardom. I mean, alright, look. I know Hypno has lured some kids into the forest, but, well, they get back. Eventually. I hope. And maybe it's just a phase. Maybe he needs to evolve into a Pokemon that doesn't do that. Ever. Stop it. I think it'd be really cool to have Hypno evolve into a dark psychic magician, as he does have that eerie feel to him. Hypno was one of the Pokemon I was really hoping and actually expecting to get an evolution in the 4th generation when they handed them out like free samples out of Costco. There are a lot of things you could do with its simple design. Like, give it a hat. And a cape? But I just really love to see another overshadowed Pokemon get a little more love. Number 8. Avalon. Alright, the main reason I want this guy to evolve is just because I want Avalon to be complete. He looks like a puzzle someone left unfinished on their coffee table for 3 years, and I just can't help but want to see that picture of dogs or flower pots finished. I don't know what they put on puzzles nowadays, that's what I'm guessing. When the new X and Y Pokemon were leaked, and I saw Avalon, I thought, did the page not load properly? Are we forgetting the top half of this Pokemon? It just triggers my OCD. There needs to be more. This can't be a final evolution Pokemon. I mean, it does have some crazy defense and nice attack, but it's essentially the ice version of Steelix, and accomplishes the same thing he does, which is nothing. They kind of just sit there and act immobile, like a piece of metal, or an iceberg. Sorry, those things actually don't have anything to do with these Pokemon. Anyways, I think it would be cool for Avalon to turn into an ice sculpture, and maybe transfer some of that defense into speed and attack. That would give a cool new way of saying, hey, If you want a rugged defensive Pokemon for your team, don't evolve it. But if you want a real powerhouse, you can unearth the man within the ice. At least that's what my art teacher told me. I never did finish the assignment though. It kind of just melted. Number 7. Go-Goats. Go-Goat is another one of those Pokemon that I like just because it's a cool looking animal, and I really love how they incorporated the grass typing in a simple but elegant way. And what's more Pokemon than just loving how cool it is? I would just like to see a little more, as I think Go-Goat looks like it has that potential to turn into an even cooler version of a goat. Frankly, it would probably just evolve into a bigger goat with more grass around its neck, but hey, maybe they'll add wings or something and make it a flying goat. What I do know is that if they do upgrade this goat, you gotta call it Go-Go-Goats. There's just no way around it, Pokemon designer. You need to do this for me. Number 6. Donphan. I've loved Donphan since I saw Ash's little cute Phanpy grow into this tough and rugged elephant. Donphan had this cool personality that also somewhat contrasted its previous form. I just love to see how they would continue to push its growth with another evolution and see what they could turn it into. I mean, the most obvious evolution would be to trade it with a metal coat and turn it into an armored tanky Donphan. But there's enough ground steel types, and they did that with so many Generation 2 Pokemon already. You could really tack on any typing to Donphan and turn it into a cool Pokemon. And it just makes me excited to think about all the possibilities they could turn this awesomely designed Pokemon into. Also, it'd be really cool to see Donphan back in the anime at Ash's side again. Number 5. Starmie. I know Starmie is already a really strong Pokemon, but I want to think outside of the box here. I know some people might be left with the impression of, wow, how is that even on a top 10? But fear not, I'm sure that my reasoning will turn that sad face in your comment upside down. Actually, that doesn't do anything. It doesn't make it a happy face or anything. But you know what I mean. If you look at the Starmie evolution line, there's a simple lack of team camaraderie here. Something Pokemon has stood for. Having friends by your side and being a team. So, we can't just let Starmie's evolution line end like this. That's why we need to have them evolve from Star You to Star Me into Star We. Eh? No? Alright. Number 4. Qwilfish. I've always kind of liked Qwilfish because I guess I'm a closet hipster, huh? But it always felt like Qwilfish was supposed to be the offensive equivalent of Tentacruel. But they kinda stopped short before they pumped him up with power. Get it? Because it's the balloon Pokemon. It's a fun typing, and Qwilfish even has some good moves to utilize its attack, like Poison Jab and Waterfall. Don't look at that. We'll just let the devs fix it when he evolves. Design-wise, I guess they could just inflate it a little more and make it an even angrier pufferfish, or just turn it into a completely different species of fish. Or anything, actually. I mean, if they change Remoraid into Octillery, then they can change Qwilfish into a Monkfish. Or a Fire Truck, I guess. Number 3. Masquerade. I really love this Pokemon's design, and it's unfortunate that it gets forgotten quite a bit. I'd really like it to get an evolution so it can both be more powerful and to add on to its already elegant look. I also have no idea why they changed it from being a bug water to a bug flying. I mean, Beedrill has wings, but it keeps its poison typing. They should have just done the same thing for this guy since Water Bug was actually a pretty cool and unique typing. I mean, its evolution might not be all too powerful unless they really beef up its stats, but Quiver does help a lot. I mainly want Masquerade to evolve so it can be highlighted as the great bug Pokemon it is, and give it something to stand out from all the other bug types. It would be really funny if they swapped it from a bug water to a bug flying, back to a bug water though. Number 2. Acceleror. I don't know about you, but every time I look at Acceleror, I think, what's gonna burst out of that cocoon? It definitely looks like the Pokemon they'd just drop a Mega Evolution onto. However, I'd really love for it to be a permanent change to Acceleror. I always felt that it looked like a bug ghost type since it kind of looks like a mummy, even though it is actually a ninja. But I'd just love to see it get another typing added on, like Ghost, or maybe even Dark, as I think that would be very fitting. It is also one of those Pokemon with a counterpart in Excalibur, so I think it would be really cool to give a Mega Evolution to Excalibur and a regular evolution to Acceleror to give them that friendly rival feel. Number 1. Octillery. All I'm gonna say is Giant Crackin. Okay, that's not actually all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say more. Obviously, we don't need it to evolve into another water poison lurker of the sea, but Octillery just looks like that silly kind of Pokemon that would evolve into this powerful terror out of nowhere. Like Magikarp, or Bill Cosby. I just imagine that Octillery would evolve by getting its happiness all the way down, and it going, yo, alright, I've had enough of this, and then it just evolves into a powerful Crackin that takes down pirates and illegal fishermen. I mean, that sounds like a really mean way to evolve a Pokemon, but they put the move Frustration in there for a reason, so might as well do something creative along those lines. Or you can just give it a Water Stone, fine. Or actually, you could give it a Fire Stone and make it a Fire Crackin. So you can go, yo man, that fire's crackin'. And it would be funny, unlike right now. I just think it's about time Octillery got a little permanent something to spice up the sea so we can fight against all this water pollution. Thanks, Captain Planet. You did it again.
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed all these lovely Pokemon that should evolve. Please, Nintendo, Game Freak, Pokemon, I don't know what to call them anymore. I cycled through one of those 3 and then I'm like, well, fine. I mean, really, I just want them to bring back new evolutions for past Pokemon. It was actually one of the things I look forward to the most in the next generation. But anyways, thanks for watching and please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, keep on catching.